It's another carrier in the aviation market. It's the Emirates Boeing 777-300ER. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of a review. Today we will be taking a closer look at the Emirates Boeing 777-300ER from Herpa Wings. On the front side of the box we have our cutout of the plane, and we also have the Emirates branding as well as the aircraft specification, which is the 777-300ER. On the back side of the box we have a little bit of information about the aircraft as well as a clip-art picture of the aircraft. And we are looking at the Expo 2020 in the opportunity livery, which is the green one. So here she is, the Boeing 777-300ER from Herpa Wings. But before we take a closer look at this aircraft, let's take a look at what this aircraft is doing for Emirates. This aircraft with the registration code Alpha 6-Echo November Bravo was delivered to the company in November 2012 in the normal Emirates livery, and then got painted into the Expo 2020 in the sustainability livery in March 2018. It is one of 40 aircraft to be in either the sustainability livery, opportunity livery, or mobility livery, with about 20 A380s and 20 777s being painted. The aircraft operates many different varieties of 777s, including the 777-200, -300, as well as the freighter variant. But without further ado, let's go into the model. On the back side of the plane we have the Emirates tail fin, which is very nice. Moving up the plane we have the full registration code of the aircraft and the rear doors, as well as the rear cargo doors. Moving up the plane over the wings we have the emergency exit doors, which are printed on very nicely indeed, and we have quite a lot of detailing over the wings. We also have the sustainability part of the livery printed on in the middle of the fuselage, and if you look on top you can see the SAP dome. And then moving up to the front of the plane you have the Expo 2020 logo, as well as Expo 2020 Dubai UAE printed on the side of the plane next to the L1 and L2 doors. And at the very front of the plane you have the full aircraft specification of the aircraft. And we also have the cockpit windows, which are printed on very nicely indeed. So let's go to the wings, and if you look on top you can see that there is a lot of detail on the wings, which is very good to see from Herpa Wings. And if you look closely you can see all the flaps, slaps and spoilers carved out very nicely. Moving on to the underside of the wings, there isn't as much detail, but still quite a lot of detail. And again, you can also see the full registration code of the aircraft. Moving on to the engines are predominantly all white, apart from the Expo 2020 written on the outside of the engines, and then the Emirates branding in the inside of both engines. And if you look inside the engines very closely, you can see the engine fan blades. There isn't as much detail on the back of the engines, which I would have liked, but still it's pretty good. Moving on to the rear landing gears. The rear landing gears for this 777-300ER, especially the back landing gear, is pretty good, although again I would have liked a little bit more detail. Herpa have done a very good job with the front landing gear as always, and there is a lot of detailing. Now let's head to the summary. Like always, we are judging the model of 4 key elements that I believe make a good model. The first being the box. Like the other Emirates box that we reviewed earlier on in the A380, this box is very good. and is custom designed to Emirates, which I wish they did more of from Herpa wings. On the front of the box there is a lot of detailing, as well as on the back of the box, and the box colour matches the plane, which is why I give it a 5 out of 5. Moving on to the detailing, Herpa have done a very good job with their detailing, and if you look closely they have added a lot of extra detailing, like the sat dome on top of the plane, as well as the full registration code of the aircraft, as well as the aircraft specification, which is why I give it a 5 out of 5. Moving on to the realism of the model, the realism is very good, and there is nothing that I can really fault about this aircraft, which is why I give it a 5 out of 5. Moving on to the mould of the plane, this is where we take a look at the mould, and the mould from this plane that Herpa Wings has produced is very good, and added detailing for the mould has made it better, like the sat dome, which you don't normally see on many of Herpa Wings' aircraft, which is why I give it a 5 out of 5, which gives the total score for this Emirates 777-300ER a score of 20 out of 20. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button down below, and if you're new around here, why not you hit subscribe while you're at it. It's HB Aviation signing out for now.